We're at Flight Sim Expo 2025. This is the WINGWING booth. So let's see what they've been up to. This is a WINWING product, which is usually hooked up to the simulator. It's a captain side Airbus side stick. They also make the first officer side stick. We'll make separate reviews for the actual product. Right now, we just want to talk to them. Okay, you know when you walk into a kitchen and something smells good?
That's good, yeah.
And you're kind of wondering what's in the oven.
Oh, yeah.
So what's in the WINWING oven?
Right now, I think all those force feedback modules, I will say that's the things that we have in our oven right now. So all those force feedback modules that you can see on the disc and on that joysticks over there.
Yeah.
That the force feedback yoke you can see just right behind you over there. Yep, that's the that's the things that we're trying to get it output probably in the production somewhere next year maybe. So within 2 years we'll try to make it realities. So try to make it.
I've seen pictures of it on the internet.
Oh yeah. So this is the real thing, and it actually has the force feedback module wrapped around already. And we are just doing the software part. We'll try to get the newer generation of the software, which includes all those force feedback models in there. And then we can do the auto sensing, auto switching for all those new aircrafts out there. So when you're using the WINWING software and the WINWING hardware, you don't need to intervene or mapping those things or anything. You just start the program, click run program, and everything will be automatically done for you. So that is our goal, and that's the things in the oven right now. Hopefully it smells good. Does it?
It smells really good.
Nice.
And you know what always smells good? Your prices.
Oh yes, that pricing policy. A lot of people are wondering or asking, how can we get those flight simulation hardware's pricing so low? We're not saying it's low. It's just a fair price. I mean, it's we have more business on the commercial side of the simulator, so it's a B2B side, business to business side. We're making the flight simulators for the airline training organizations, flight schools. Those things are profitable enough. So on this side of the business, we can actually take some of the hit. So we can do the pricing policy when we compare to the other product. That we find out even with the half of their price, we are still making a huge profit of it. So at that point, we decided we wanted to help this community. I want to help myself. I'm a flight simulation enthusiast as well. I'm a pilot myself. I fly the Boeing 737 for one of the airlines over here. At that point, we're saying, hey, why don't we just try to lower the price of all those products, help the community. So.
Well, we definitely want you to make profit because that's the only way you can survive. Right. And if you survive as a company, we'll get more good products.
Yes, that's correct. So the reason we can survive and even grow, so it's a clear signal for everybody. So this price, even with this kind of a pricing policy, hey, we are still making profit. We are still making a profit. So. That means we are inviting all those hardware companies out there. Okay, if you want to take care of your customer, take care of your customer this way. Yep.
Okay, sounds good to me. Another thing that impressed me, I mean, it's not brand new, but it's the Airbus Throttle Quadrant. Can we have a look at it?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, we'll take a look at it.
So it's right there.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I'll stand on this side. Excuse me, man. Yeah, we're gonna use this thing a little bit. So this is our new Airbus Throttle Quadrants here, and as you can see, we try to simulate all those real mechanics for the thrust levers and the master engine switches, speed brakes, and the flaps mechanisms over here. So starting from the thrust levers, you see we have the actual detents off the thrust levers. We have climb and idle. And when we go into the reverse, we're going to use the reverse function into the reverse, minimum reverse and the max reverse is over here, right? So all those things are simulated on the real aircraft. Oh, this one just came loose. They had like a attachment to here for the other modules that we have over here on this thing. So with the throttle quadrant, I want to add something over here. So we have a on-off switch for the D10. If you put it to the off, we can actually shut off all those shut off all those D10s here. So, and then we'll turn it back on here just for the demo. And for the engine master switch, you have to pull it up, get it to off, and pull it up, get it to on. That's like the real aircrafts. So, and what I wanted to talk about more was the speed brakes and the flaps functions over here. For the speed brake, we simulated the real thing. You want to arm the speed brakes, pull it up, arm the speed brakes. You want to deploy the speed brakes, you have to push it down in order to deploy the speed brakes. Right. So, and for the flaps functions, we have not just a flaps D10s, but also we simulated protection mechanisms inside. So if you want to retract flaps, you can't go beyond flaps 3. You have to release your D10 and do it again. And again, from here, you cannot retract beyond flaps 1. And you also need to release it and do it again to go to the flap 0. So those protection mechanisms are protecting the aircraft from stall during the go-around or during the takeoff. And I believe with the price point right now we are the only company that simulated that kind of mechanisms with the flaps levers here. So that's our new product this year. One of our new products this year. The other one will be the panels for the auto brakes and for the clocks and ECAM control and the landing gear over here. So all those things are very intuitive, right? The anti-skip functions over here. The one thing that I want to mention was the landing gear lever. So we have simulated the real mechanisms on this thing. When you want to deploy the landing gear, you have to pull it up and to deploy the landing gear. When you retract it, pull it up, retract the landing gear. And this thing has been, it's the metal construct, so we'll try to simulate on a real thing. For the ECAM control panel, same thing like the real aircraft. ECAM emergency cancel had a protection cover over here. So, and the clocks, it works like the real thing if we connect it with the SimApp Pro software. So that's our 2 new products over here.
Any plans in the future to have a 4-engine throttle for like the 838 or something like that?
That's a good question. Probably that would be in the discussion. We are directing and relocating all resources, whether it's manufacturing, design, based on the traffic, online traffic. So we have data for everybody. Not everybody, but for those who flying online, so we can see is it Airbus, is it more Airbus or it's a more Boeing? If they're in the Airbus, okay, it's a 330 more, or it's a or it's a 320 more, or it's a 319 more. So we direct our resources based on those data. Myself, I want to have a 4-engine control, but I have to convince my number guys or number gals, so they are the one who making the shot, calling the shot, So, and yeah, our boss is a very analytical guy, so he's he does not have any emotion into this thing. He was like, okay, if you want something, give me a number. Let's see if the number makes sense. If the number makes sense, we're gonna go for it. If it doesn't make sense, we don't go for it. So.
What about the legendary Antonov 225?
Well, that's a hard question to answer. If there's a lot of people flying that thing, we might be considering. But overall, I don't think we are making any of the Russian aircrafts, at the moment. The MiG-29 is the exceptions this year because we are cooperating with the Eagle Dynamics. That's on the military simulation side. So I believe the MiG-29 hardware at the moment is the only Russian aircraft hardware that we're making. So.
Well, I'm really impressed with your menu. I mean, it's like really a 3-course meal, and everything smells really good.
Thank you. Yeah. that's what we're trying to do. Thanks. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
For now, I just bought the captain side stick from WINWING, which I showed you at the beginning of this video. And I also bought this FCU, the flight control unit, which is a critical component of the autopilot on the Airbus. And I got to tell you, I'm currently building the virtual cockpit for this channel, Air Swiper. And this is not only a critical component in the actual aircraft, it's also a critical component in a simulator. Because without this unit, you need to go with the mouse and change the settings. And that's just not the same experience as turning the knobs and pushing the buttons. So another point that I'm trying to make is that these units are now so affordable, and the company who is developing these units is trying to develop more, and we want to see more products. So the only way that they can develop more products is if they have funding. And I'm not affiliated with WINWING in any way whatsoever, but one reason why I bought these products for myself, for the channel, is so that we can have more products in the future. Because the only way they'll be able to develop more products is if they have funding, if it makes sense financially. So do yourself a favor, go check them out online, go to their website, see what's available, and then check out where these units are actually sold, and, buy something. You're not really spending a lot of money. This is very affordable. And this ensures that we will have more fantastic products in the future. So let me know what you think. And I'll be reviewing these units separately in separate videos. And yeah, I'll see you soon.